Tremendous Thursday. Welcome aboard. I'm really excited to be here today, and please bear with me because I've got the pollen off the charts. So I will be doing a little dipping and dabbing here with my nose. So welcome aboard. We're going to have an exciting show at the end. Or the second half an hour, I'm going to be doing um, some angel work, and we'll have some fun with that. So I'm really excited to be here. I hope you all been working on your chatterbox because we're going to be revisiting that consistently because that was the biggest battle I ever had to win. Um, and I didn't realize that how much it impacts our life is that voice in between our ears that's not our friend. It's not a cheerleader. And it's not one that's looking for the good things or helping you get to the good things. It sabotages you. So that's probably the whole mission here. That is one of the biggest things that I want to teach. We talked about feel the fear and do it anyways. And she talks about the chatterbox, and we'll be revisiting this throughout our shows so that we learn some of these neat little techniques. 1987. And one of my heroes is Zig Ziglar, and it's do a checkup from the neck up is where your problem is. Do a checkup from the neck up. And remember, if you change the way you talk, you'll change the way you think. And when you change the way you think, you'll change the way you act. So thoughts are things. And we have some of my flyers here that Tiffany's going to help me with. So you want to let it start, Tiffany? We'll go from there. Every setback is a chance to recalibrate your journey and emerge stronger than before. You know, I think we all go through this. This could be, it's daily, it could be weekly, monthly, whatever. But sometimes when we go through, things don't work out the way that we thought it should be, or expectations of the way somebody else should act or be or say. Uh, it definitely affects us, and so that's where your soul work begins with your chatterbox too. But remember, every setback is really a chance to turn it into a positive lesson learned. Aha, I got it. The next time I'll do it a little differently. So your setbacks are not really all that bad because you can learn something to move it forward, to accept it, to change it, to make it a positive. Okay, next one, Tiffany. I love this. And this is where we need to adopt and believe this. This when I saw this, I just said, "Oh, I've got to share this." The expert in anything was once a beginner. And I want you to think about that. I want you to, right here in Florida, they have a lot of baseball camps. I see these little kids are so adorable. Whether it's t-ball or they're working their way up, um, and to see how dedicated they are at the swing or how they step and how they stand. And it's really a pleasure seeing them develop. But think about a golfer. My brother was hilarious. I mean, he goes, "Well, I'll see you later. I'm going to go hit a bucket of balls." Really? And he says, "Yeah." He says, "You got to do that in order to learn to drive the ball." And I think I told you the story about he was going to teach me to putt because I was going to try to learn to golf. And we did the dining room in the rec room, and he puts the glass on the floor and gives me the golf club. He goes, "Now this is how you hold it. Now you don't want to hit it hard because you're putting." So he said, "Put the ball in the glass," and I did. I hit it, and that glass stood up. He goes, "We're done." So yes, we're all beginners in almost anything. Think about a new mom or a new dad or a new job, a whole different trade. We're all a beginner at one time to become an expert, right? And it's the same thing what I teach here It's about that inside voice, that chatterbox, not your friends. And we're we're on a positive spin here. That's what we do at this. That's one of my missions is to a checkup from the neck up, as Zig said. Okay, next one, Tiffany. Practice makes perfect. Boy, is that the truth? And the repetition. It's kind of like, well, we'll think about, practicing with these little kids in baseball camp. Repetition gets them to learn the trade to become the expert. Or when you were learning fractions or multiplication tables, I'll never forget my mother made me sit on the floor in the kitchen while she was doing dishes. And I had to learn the tables of the multiplication tables. Or when you were learning your ABCs, how many times did you say it before you knew it by heart? Or people that have done tennis, I've seen them with their teachers or their coaches, even that they're proficient in the game, they still get a coach and try to perfect the game even more. Or think about when you started to drive. You know, you had to learn the rules of the road. You had to learn to be more aware of different techniques about braking, accelerating. So, and all those things, remember, your little voice has been talking to you the whole time. But think about a toddler learning to crawl or walk or balance. That's the practice makes perfect. It's the same thing about you practicing to see what that inside voice is saying to you because it's not your friend and it's not a cheerleader. So we have to turn it around to the positive because each time you have a negative thought, you catch it. Say, not true. In other words, if my right now it's just, that was really a dumb thing to say, Joanne. I have to catch that thought and say, that's not true. But the next time I'm going to say it a little differently. Do you see how I negated? I negated that thought. It's the same thing, but this practice makes perfect. It's the same principle of when it comes to loving ourselves, forgiving ourselves, talking to ourselves in a positive way, negating the negative inside chatterbox that's not your friend. So think about this practice makes perfect. It's everything that affects our lives. Working out or getting a coach. How many people get a trainer because they want to learn a certain technique, work on a certain area of the body, or to build their strength, or to define their muscles? All right, the next one, Tiffany. So we talked about this with our book. If thoughts are fearful or we're in the mindset of gloom and doom that we don't see the positive outcome or a positive outworking or researching and getting more information so that you're not into the gloom and doom, dwelling on what's wrong instead of what's right. Let's look for what's right first before we can get ourselves all worked up and go into a whole tirade of everything that's wrong. Because now you set yourself up to really get into a negative day or a negative hour or a negative moment. All right, the next one, Tiffany. Uh, this goes back to Zig. And also there was Lewis Timberlake. And his theme was Born to Win, that we're all winners. And somewhere along the line, did you lose that idea of that you were born to make a difference or to win at life itself? Garbage in, garbage out. Same thing with that chatterbox. Garbage in, garbage out, because thoughts are things. So this was what my teacher taught me when we were taking step by step on the inside voice, and I loved it. Every day in every way, I'm getting better and better. Every day in every way, I catch the negativity, the negative thoughts. I love myself. I never said that to myself because they don't teach you that in school. That's why I would love to teach this with little children right from the get go to learn to love themselves. Because if you think about it, a child's always a lot of times pointing out of what they've done wrong or, oh, don't do that or don't say that or don't act like that. Next one, Tiffany. This is good. A soul who masters their human mind is a magnet for constant magic. I absolutely love this. Because can you imagine if you learned this when you were in kindergarten, first grade, fifth grade? Truly, a soul who masters their human mind is a magnet for constant magic. The good stuff. Oh yeah, we're going to have our days where, things don't always go right or whatever. But are you going to stay in that moment or are you going to turn it around? All right, Tiffany. The next one. I think this is good, uh, and we deserve it. See, we have to get into the deserve mode. Uh, a lot of people will say, "Oh, don't be an egomaniac," or that's narcissistic. When somebody has a positive, or they're a mover and a shaker, as I said before in several of our lessons together, is that I really, really don't like people abusing the term narcissistic, because if somebody's got or they're egotistical. Why? Because they have a good impression of themselves, or that they've worked on themselves, or they're proud of themselves. So I think this is a little magic of medicine here, of feeding our soul, is more sleep, more music, because music can change your whole persona. We get back into the megahertz too. Music will definitely heal us. It can also lift our mood. And think about when you're driving in the car and you get, I know I love road trips, and I'd get on my road trips and I'd start cranking up my tunes. More tea, which here we go. I've got my clove. More books. Gosh knows I've got 'em. More sunsets. More creating. Excuse me. More long walks. More laughter. More hugs. Who doesn't love a hug? It's the best. More dreaming. More road trips. I'll take that. More fun and more love. Love is the answer to everything, really. Loving yourself, loving significant other, loving your children, loving your boss, your work, your career, your schoolwork. All right, Tiffany, next one. Now, this is really important here because in my private sessions too, we talk about cortisol, because stress, and no matter how you want to slice it, you know, um, it produces cortisol in our bodies, and it does affect us. So how can we battle that? You know, uh, because it does work on our chemistry. Music lowers cortisol levels. Getting out in nature, just getting out in that sunlight, or doing some grounding. Massage lowers cortisol levels. Humming. And my grandma must have had a notion. She lived to 97, God bless her. But my grandma used to hum all the time. And she was a happy girl. Had a hard life, but she hummed her way through it. Movement. Of course, movement, as we all know, is secret. Meditation. And are you swinging your leg out of bed in the morning? And great. What are you grateful for? That's a meditation too, besides sitting still and listening to your God voice. There's a lot of ways to meditate. Just a quiet moment for yourself and saying, "Thank you, God. Thank you for this day. Thank you for my family. Thank you for the sunlight. Thank you for, well, should I say thank you for the pollen?" Anyway, standing tall lowers cortisol levels. A long exhale. And that can be, when you're stressed out, just take a deep breath and let it go. I mean, it really is a relief. Hydration, which is very important. Stretching, a good laugh. Think about how great you feel when you just have one of those good belly laughs. Sunlight absolutely is magic. Singing lowers. My husband would argue with that because he's a great singer, but I don't have that tone to carry the tunes like he does. And rest lowers our cortisol levels. So these are mindful things that we don't normally think about, but this is our life school. Okay? This is our life school. Next one, Tiffany. Now, this gets back to doing our soul work, which is so important because that's what this is all about, is nurturing and understanding the soul because we are the divine spark. At conception, there's a divine spark. That is God. That's the God spark. And yes, we go through situations or events in our lives that will either shape us or break us. But if you let it break you, you have to reshape, right? And that is the kicker. So gratitude shifts your mind. Journaling can clear your mind. Nature soothes your soul. It's true. Just feel how you walk out that door and that sun just hits your face and you just, oh God, what a beautiful day. Music lifts your spirits. There's nothing like a good tune, nothing like it. Silence strengthens your thoughts. Deep breathing calms your heart. True. Creativity awakens your energy. Connection nurtures your heart. Rest restores your clarity. People who don't sleep don't have the sharpness. They don't have that clarity. It's very important that you give your body that rest to retool itself, reset itself. Learning expands your vision, and your vision is inward and outward. That inner vision, that inner soul, that inner intuitiveness, and then your outer vision. Because sometimes what we see, we have to interpret, and how we interpret it gets back to the chatterbox too. Think about that. Smiling brightens your soul. Walking balances your energy. Water refreshes your mind, and letting go frees your spirit. Once you process of what doesn't serve you any longer, letting it go is one of the best things you can do for you. And take a deep breath and let it go. All right, Tiffany, next one. Is that it? Okay. So, what we're going to do is go back to feel the fear and do it anyway, because a lot of us don't, we're out there, trying to make the best of everything. But by the same token, too, are we managing that chatterbox that's got us doing a little staccato, okay? And watching our next step. But beginner's intensiveness for positive thinking is one thing that I want to share with you. There's a couple points here. But as you awaken, and I'm not going to go through all of it here, but as you awaken, it's like, are you grateful that you woke up? You know, are you filling yourself with gratitude as you're going to brush your teeth or get yourself ready or take your shower or have your first sip of coffee? You have to, you know, get into that nurturing. Look in that mirror and say, God, I love you. Have a great day. Wouldn't that be a great way to greet yourself as you greet others or as you put your foot forward? Okay. Um, it's really good if you are getting ready to have music around you. Now, that's your choice of what motivates you. What kind of soothing music, or do you want something that's rock and roll hoochie coo? Do it. Um, it's important that you prepare yourself and surround yourself with positive thoughts. I'm going to have a great day today. The people I meet and greet, it's going to be a wonderful day. Now, as you go through the day and something negative or challenging comes up or whatever, it's up to you how you handle it. Is it going to be positive or is it going to be negative? That's the most important thing. So, excuse me. So I want you to think about that. It's very, very, very important to master the fear and the negativity. Okay. So I want to do I am statements because I the affirmations when you use I am, it goes from your head to your heart to your solar plexus, and it's beautiful. So I am breaking old patterns and moving forward. I like that. I'm moving forward with my life. I'm creating the perfect relationships. I am finding the perfect job for me, or I'm enjoying the job that I do have and I do it well. The I am is your power. I am finding, I am now handling all my fears. I like that. There is nothing to fear. I'm creating everything I want easily and effortlessly. You see how that chatterbox can get in there and put up all kinds of roadblocks, but when you do the I am, that's power. That's from your heart, mind, and soul. My world is filled with abundance. I am now creating a healthy, radiant body. I am filling my life with peace and joy. I allow my mind to relax and let go. These are just a few of you to get started. You can think of a lot more. There's some things to remember about affirmations. Always state affirmations in the present. The wrong way would be, or the incorrect way is, I will handle my fears. The right way is I am now handling my fears. I am. The I am is your power. Always phrase affirmations in the positive rather than the negative. A wrong way would be I am no longer putting myself down. The right way to, as she states here, and it's true, I am becoming more confident every day. Select the affirmation that feels right for you any given time. What feels right changes as your situation and mood changes. So that's just a beginner's guide, but it starts when you wake up. What kind of day you're going to have, and if things go wrong, the coffee pot breaks, or uh, the shower isn't the right temperature or whatever. That's not enough to ruin your day because there's always the 7-Eleven for coffee. Okay, and if it's not hot enough, the water, then maybe you needed that cold shower just to zing you a little bit to get cranking. So, what we're going to do today, I'm going to do something a little differently. I was sharing with Tiffany that yesterday I was working with my angel messages, and I wanted to see what my messages were. So, I picked 3 numbers that I did last night, and I was working on affirmations or a situation with abundance. Okay. So, I got silent, I centered myself, and I said 358, 158, and 175. So I'm going to share with you what my message was, and then we're going to do yours. And you're going to give me 3 numbers here in the comments, and I'm going to, and they got to be singular numbers, okay? And then you'll get a little reading that way, okay? All right. So we're going to go to my first one, which was 358. Yeah, bear with me. I got to get this out of here. Okay, that was my marker from yesterday. 358. The Ascendant Masters are giving you strong guidance to make beneficial changes in your career and financial life. Listen to and follow your intuition in these life areas to reap your rewards. And I was meditating on finances. So that was like a winner right there. 158 was another great message. Confirmation. Your new focus on attracting and manifesting an increased income is working. Yay. As you continue your positive affirmations and visualizations, your experiences increase abundance. I'll take it. And the last one was 175. So think about your three numbers. You are correctly making changes that will enhance your life greatly. Thank you very much. To me, that was like bingo, bingo, of how the angels work and give you messages. So I'm looking here to see um, the numbers that you guys are going to send me here. Am I doing this right here? Join the chat. I'm joining the chat. No, that's wrong. Okay, not the techie girl. I'm in the comments here, so we got this here. Okay, I see it now. All right, Richard 579. All righty. All right, Richard, here it goes. And then I'm going to do I'm going to pull an angel card too. I think we'll do that as well. Okay. Where did it? 579. Okay. It's time to change your career so that it's more meaningful and fulfilling. What do you need to add or change there, Richard? Give me another number. Anyway, let's get you a card too. Hello from heaven. Hello from heaven. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go your worries and feel their loving blessings. All right. Um, let's see. We got Nancy 827. 827. This is fun. I love working with the angels. They're great. They've saved me a bunch of times. I can tell you that. 827. Congratulations. You're on the right path, Nancy. And money is flowing your way, exclamation point. Yep, yep. All right. That's great. Let's get you a card. Let's see what we got here. Life review. Archangel Jermel. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that's unbalanced. Look at that. Love it. All right. I hope I'm doing this right. Okay. Miss Jules, 916. As you focus on serving a spiritual purpose through your career, all your material needs are taken care of. Whoa, that's a beauty. Clairaudience you got. Notice and having guidance from, and you hear inside your mind or from other people. So pay attention to your thoughts or your internal, I call this the internal warning sign as well too. So pay attention, heads up here. Okay. Ruth, 127. All right. You're on the right path, so your optimism is warranted. Stay positive. Keep doing what you're doing. All right, Ruth, that's a beauty. Okay, let's see what you got here, honey. Let's see. All right. You got the passion card. That fits you. It sure does. Trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. That's beautiful. Okay. Gotta make sure I got everybody here. I got Ruth, and then I've got Richard 194. Did I do Richard already? But we'll see. Let me go back to that just for the heck of it. The angels have heard your prayers, Richard, concerning your career and finding your divine mission in life. They are helping you by giving you guidance through your intuition and your dreams and in other subtle ways. Listen and follow the guidance. In other words, your internal GPS. Okay. Um, Jill, 357. Well done! Exclamation point. I love it. You've been listening to your intuition and now you're on the right path, changing your life in wonderful ways. Yay. That's a bingo. And then we have the peace card. Look at that. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real, and you've got that. So there you go, Joe. There you go, Joe. Okay, Roy is 584. Okay. Give any worries or cares, especially about career or finances, to the angels as they will help you find your way to the universal support that is available to all. So give your worries. When we focus on worries, it's like thoughts or things. Then we're manifesting what we actually don't want to get what we do want. And we need to correct that and say, I don't accept that, and restate a positive verbiage that everything easily works out for my best and highest good. Oh, this does not surprise me that you have the leadership card, Roy. Archangel Gabriel, it's time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. You do that. This is just a confirmation for sure. Let's see here. Oops. What the heck? Oh boy. I don't know what I did here. This is crazy. I don't know what I did here. Okay. I'll get that back. Oh boy. There we go. Oh, brother. Yippers, yippers. There it is. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oi. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. There we go. I'm back. This internet a little wonky. All right. I'm back. My internet a little wonky, so bear with me. Okay, what happened here? Huh? What happened? Oh God. What happened? Are we ah, is- okay, let's see what the comments here. Okay. All right, great. I got a little reverb here, but that's okay. Do we have anybody else that I might have missed here? Miss Jules. Did I get Miss Jules? She didn't give me one. Oh, I see Kim here. 420. Okay, let me go back here. I got Roy. Let's see. Okay, Samir. You got I need three numbers. Thanks, Jill. Okay. Who didn't I get? I need three numbers. Let's see here. Thank you, Richard. 264. Shan, is that Shanbex? 264. I apologize for the delay there. Trust that you and your loved ones are watched over, protected, and supplied for by angels because you are. And that is for you, 264. Is that Samir? All right. And let's get you a card, Samir. Mix up these energy here. Let's see. Ah, gentleness. And somehow that just makes me warm and fuzzy all over. So this is a great card for you. And that says Archangel Sandapon. Be very gentle with yourself at this time. No criticism. There you go. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. That's a great card. I haven't seen that in a long time. Very good. All right. Denise, 579. I really like this. I feel that warmth of all these angels surrounding us. It's time to change your career. So, is that more meaningful and fulfilling? That's what it says here. Is it got to do with the career? If not, Denise, give me another three numbers. And Melissa, 222. Trust that everything is working out exactly as it's supposed to, with divine blessings for everyone involved. Let go and have faith. Oh boy, that's a powerful one, Melissa. Wow, that is really really powerful. And let me get your cards for you. Let's see. Ah, doesn't surprise me. This is for you, Melissa. Courage, Archangel Ariel. Be courageous and stand up for what you believe and your beliefs. Look at that, beautiful, Denise. All right, 520. That's good. Trust that heaven is helping you change your life in positive ways. Boy, that's a powerful one. Wow. Let's see. Creative writing. So, in other words, the power of the pen, so to speak, is important. The power of the pen. Hi, Carol Ann. Creative writing, Denise. Make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen, an article or book. I like to put a positive statement or an affirmation on my refrigerator, and I work with that. I have manifested so many wonderful miracles just by doing that, what I focus on. All right. Carol Ann, have you got three numbers? I'm doing angel messages. And anybody else, because you can do more than one. So jump in here because I've got it right here. Tootsie, 717. Your inner vision and heart's desires are right, of course. Confidently move forward with your plans. That's a go for sure. That is definitely a go. And let's see, let's get you a card. Ah, relationship harmony. I love this one. Look at that with a torch. We angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved now, or anything that's on the negative is what I feel. Beautiful. No negative thinking, no negative thoughts, and no negative experiences. None. Zero. Zip. All right. Carol Ann, 360. This is not so. Heaven is helping you meet your needs and is providing for you. Give any worries or concerns to God and the ascended masters. Is that hilarious? That's exactly what you do. That's exactly your mission. That is incredible. 360. That's pretty phenomenal there, Carol Ann. Let me get you a angel card. Huh, you got teaching and learning, and that's what you do too, just like me. Keep an open mind and learn new ideas, then teach these ideas to others. That's how we learn and grow, and that's how we spiritually expand. And that's why I took on this mission after my health challenges, is that I had to share all my wonderful books and class structure that I have taken over the years. So you do that too. It's a beautiful thing. Melissa, 117. Oh, I like this. Congratulations. Your positive thoughts have steered you and your life in a wonderful direction. Keep up the positive mental work. Let's get you another card. Clear cognizance. Look at that. On top of that, looks like a pyramid there, or a mountain pyramid. Archangel Uriel, pay attention to your thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. Oh, I love that. Beautiful. Your prayers are being answered. Okay, let's see here. It help if I have my glasses, right? My cousin always tells me that. Put on your glasses. All right. Anybody else that's got one or wants another 3-digit message? I'm open to that. If not, we will go into our spirit animal cards. Alrighty. I hope you all enjoyed your angel messages. I thought that was cool. All right. All right. Alrighty. Who would like a spirit animal message? I guess I'll just go up and down the line here. Let's do let me get these here right. Okay. And forgive my sniffles. Well, all right, Richard, let's give you a spirit animal card and see what we come up with. This is really cool. I love this card, the peacock. Vibrancy. You were born to shine and inspire, which you do. Practice humility to avoid jealousy. Be grateful for life, and more good things will come. Be true to yourself and recognize your brilliance. In other words, to thy own self, be true and love yourself a lot. There you go, Richard. Okay. How about Jill? We'll see what I have a message for Jill on spirit animal cards. We have the grizzly bear, Jill. Power. I love it. I am indestructible. I honor my intuition and I go where it leads. Love and gentleness are my real strength. I never give up and I will succeed. All right. Excuse me. And then we'll have one for Roy as well. I'm glad you liked that, Richard. I'm going to try to remember everybody that was here without me getting into trouble here. All right. This is wild, Roy, because this goes right with your other angel card on the leadership one. This is the white stag, which is the protector. So, I mean, it just keeps flowing the same way for you. You're an old soul. Your best friend is nature. Your intuition to take you where you want to go. Awaken the powerful force within you. You are meant to create blessings and your magic. Consistent. That's a consistent message for you, Roy. Thank you. All righty. Now, let's see. We'll do one for Tootsie. And Tootsie gets the grizzly bear, which is power. I honor my intuition where I go, and it leads. Love and gentleness are my real strength. I never give up. I will succeed. All right. Let's see. Just move these. I think, wasn't Patty here? Patty, happiness. Sea otter. Be the master of playful living. Release expectations and enjoy every day. Let worry go and instead choose love. Surrender to the waves, and your good destiny of love is sure. Well, love starts with you. We got to love ourselves first, and then everything flows. Okay. And let's do one for Carol Ann. Oh boy, that's right there. That is right there. Uh, you got the coyote, which is the revealer of truth. Don't take things too seriously. Make time to play. Great wisdom comes from laughing at your own folly. Look out for the traps and the tricks of life and learn from them. And I think that is absolutely true. Anyone else? How about one for Ruth? Ruth Salmon. Nice. This is really good. And this goes along with the work that you're doing as well, too. This is the lizard, which is regeneration. As a survivor, you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can always adapt. I love that. Embrace your transformation. Put on your new cloak. You are a master of regeneration. Denise. Oh, I don't want to miss you. Okay. Very good. Good. I'm glad, Illinois. It really fits you, the two of you for sure. Okay. Denise. Oh, this is a powerful one. You got the shaman. You are the creator and magician. Use the gifts for good. There's a power in your wisdom and your words. Connect with the element spirits and glide through the void. Claim your place as a keeper of mysteries. What I love about this card here is listen to your inner voice or your intuition, or if you're led to study something or read something, or um, you're driving along and all of a sudden you're inspired to stop at a place that you happen to spot. Follow, follow that. Do that. All right. Let's do some mirror. I think I don't remember if I did a spirit animal card, but I might have. But I was just thinking about him. So um, this is the whale, which is really powerful. Look at that. That's a powerful card. It's dare to do things differently. Sing your wild song. Manifest your travel dreams. So go on a trip if you choose to. Attempt the great journey with confidence. Be loyal. Friends and family are your treasures. Be brave. You are more powerful than you know. Look at that. Beautiful. Did I get one from Melissa? I don't remember. Let me do one from Melissa. And I definitely have to do one for Tiffany. Oh, Melissa. The cougar, be assertive. In silence, find power, claim your leadership role, and take action. You know where to go and what to do. You have the courage and confidence to succeed. Boy, that's true. That is very true. And let's do one for Tiffany. And thank you for bearing with me with my allergies today. I'm glad you like that, Denise. That means a lot. And it's really good because, my spirit guide, I pray for giving you the right message and pray for each and every one of you. That's for sure. I love it. We haven't had this one. There you go. This is Tiffany. Prosperity. Let go of the past. Embrace change. Opportunities are close at hand. Hop into this new day with joy, abundance, good fortune awaits you. That's beautiful. Love it. Did I miss anybody? I hope not. Oh, good. I'm glad you like that, Richard and Jill and Roy and Denise and Melissa and Ruth. So let's see what angel cards do a couple before we have to call it a day. So let me grab these. Remember, thoughts are things, so make them good ones. Monitor that inside chatterbox because that's our goal. That's our goal to conquer that. so that we're free and clear, and replace it with your intuition, your God voice, your spirit guide, your angels that love you and are with you constantly. My angels have saved me many times. And I think if you think about it with yourself, oh, good, I'm so glad. All right. So we'll do the collective here. Let's see what we've got here, because I like to do 3. The counselor. Natural, you're a natural counselor, and many people benefit your guidance and reassurance. I'll take that. That was my mission when I started coming up with soul coaching, because I'm here to help each and every one of us as we learn each week. I'm going to pull out all these different lessons, but remember, we're starting with that inside voice is going to be your magic. That's going to be your secret to learning and to growing and to overcoming any challenges or negative experiences that you may have had. I love that as a collective here, we got the life review. Is that great? Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that's unbalanced. I love that. Let me repeat that. That is so powerful. Take inventory of your life, the good, the bad, and the indifferent, and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. And last but not least, let's do a third. Clear your space. Get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you, and use the feng shui. I know I could use this too. But I have so many books that I want to share with you, and knowledge and notes that I've gathered all these years, and so we can all learn and grow as we go along here. Okie dokie. Well, I want to thank you all for being here and putting up my little internet glitch. Have a great week.
Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show.